President Bongbong Marcos thumbs down proposals of putting water cannons on Philippine vessels patrolling the West Philippine Sea. In an ambush interview in Pasay City, Marcos emphasizes he does not want to further raise tensions in the West Philippine Sea.
What we are doing is defending our sovereign rights and our sovereignty in the West Philippine Sea. And we have no intention of attacking anyone with water cannons or any other such offensive. The last thing we would like was to raise the tensions in the West Philippine Sea. We will not follow the Chinese Coast Guard and the Chinese vessels down that road because it's simply it is not the mission of our Navy, our Coast Guard, to start or to increase tensions.
China's water cannon attack on April 30 caused damage to Philippine vessels on a humanitarian mission to bring supplies to Filipino fishermen in Scarborough Shoal. The 2016 arbitral ruling invalidates China's sweeping claim of almost the entire South China Sea, including the West Philippine Sea. It also declared that Scarborough Shoal is a traditional fishing ground that should be shared by the Philippines, China, and Vietnam. But China consistently refuses to recognize the ruling, ignoring the Philippine government's protests and demands for Chinese vessels to leave the West Philippine Sea. The Department of Foreign Affairs says it is not aware of the alleged agreement between the Armed Forces of the Philippines Western Command and Chinese authorities on a supposed new model for Ayungin Shoal in the West Philippine Sea. The Chinese embassy in Manila earlier said a supposed new model, allegedly approved by the Department of National Defense officials and the National Security Advisor, aims to manage the tensions in the shoal. According to the DFA, the Philippines has not entered into any agreement that abandons its sovereign rights and jurisdiction over its exclusive economic zone. The DFA likewise highlights that such agreements or arrangements would only be entered into by those authorized by the highest level of government. It also pointed out that the denial of the National Defense Secretary and National Security Advisor showed the untruthfulness of China's narrative. Both Defense Secretary Gibo Teodoro and National Security Advisor Eduardo Año have denied China's claim, with Año even calling the claim fake news and disinformation. The DFA then emphasizes the Philippines' sincerity in reducing tensions with China through diplomacy as it urges Beijing to consider Manila's invitation to convene the next meeting of the bilateral consultation mechanism on the South China Sea as soon as possible. President Bongbong Marcos expresses hopes to have the old school calendar of June to March back by next year. In an ambush interview in Pasay City, Marcos was asked for his response regarding the Department of Education's proposal to revert back to the old school calendar amid the ongoing heat waves due to El Nino.
Well, of course, hiningi ko yan sa DepEd, and I asked my Sara to give me already a concrete plan because naman, hindi na tayo kailangan magantay pa. At mukha naman kailangan na. At I don't see any objections really from anyone, especially with the El Nino being what it is.
Marcos says he saw the need to revert the school calendar to the previous June to March setting, hoping the change may be fully implemented by next year.
Every day, you turn on the news, F2F classes are cancelled, F2F classes have been postponed, etc. So talagang kailangan na. So yes, that's part of the plan that we are trying to bring it back already to the old schedule. I think it will be better for the kids. Hopefully by next year, yes, by next year, matatapos na.
The Department of Education is pushing for an earlier end to the school year 2024 to 2025, citing the intense heat that affects learners. Face-to-face classes in schools across the country have recently been suspended due to the intense heat.